Marriage isn't a fix. It's a magnifier. It will either magnify the good or magnify the misery. And too many people are learning this the hard way. Not because marriage is bad, but because of who they chose to marry and why. I'm going to say something a lot of people won't. Most people marry the wrong person. And more specifically, a lot of women knowingly marry the wrong man. I say knowingly because deep down, they sensed something was off. They had doubts. They saw the red flags, but they hoped things would get better. Or worse, they thought love would make him change. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. So today, I want to share 5 types of men you should never marry. These are major red flags. If you're dating someone like this, pay attention. If you're already married to him, you might need to have some honest conversations. Point number 1. The complacent man. Have you ever met a man who just doesn't feel the need to grow? Who thinks where he's at is good enough? Let's be clear, that's not ambition. That's complacency. And the definition says it best, uncritical satisfaction with oneself. This is the guy who thinks life's fine the way it is. He's not striving. He's not evolving. He's not open to feedback. And he damn sure isn't trying to be better. But here's the trap. Women think they can change him. I'll motivate him. I'll be the reason he levels up. Let me be real with you. If he doesn't already have that fire in him, you're not going to light it. Ask yourself, if this never changes, would I be okay? Can I accept where he's at and where he chooses to stay? Because if not, you're setting yourself up for frustration. You'll be pushing, pulling, dragging him, and one day you'll resent it. And he'll resent you for trying to fix him. That's not a partnership. That's emotional babysitting. Point number 2, the financially irresponsible man. Let's talk about money. Finances are one of the top causes of divorce, but the problem isn't always how much he makes. It's how he manages what he has. You can give a man $35,000 or $120,000. If he's bad with money, the outcome is the same. Broke. I've seen couples where the man got a raise, the woman doubled her income, and they were still paycheck to paycheck. Why? No budget, no discipline, no plan. When you're dating a man, don't just ask how much he earns. Ask, does he save? Does he budget? Is he constantly borrowing money? Is he stingy even when he has it? And let me say this bluntly, a stingy man is worse than a broke man. If he has it and still won't pour into you, that's not love, that's selfishness in disguise. And if he's expecting 50-50 on every bill while stacking his savings and you're struggling, trust me, he's not in love with you. You're a roommate, not a partner. Point number 3, the selfish man. This ties everything together. Complacency. Bad with money, all of it comes back to one core issue: selfishness. Let me tell you a story I heard, maybe true, maybe not, but powerful either way. A woman used to buy her husband his favorite snacks every time she went shopping. 10 years later, he finally went shopping for her and didn't even ask if she wanted anything. That was the moment she realized he never thought of her the way she thought of him. Sometimes it's not the big betrayal that breaks a relationship. It's the pattern of being unconsidered. Ladies, don't ignore it. You might say, oh, it's not a big deal. I don't need much. Okay, maybe not now, but give it 2 years, 5 years. That stuff builds up. It becomes bitterness. Marriage will magnify that misery. So if he's selfish while dating, best believe he'll be more selfish after I do. Point number 4, the emotionally unavailable man. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever been with a man who says he loves you, but you still feel alone? That's emotional unavailability. He's physically there, maybe even financially supportive. But when it comes to vulnerability, opening up, letting you in emotionally, he's a ghost. Here's the issue. You can't build deep, lasting love with someone who's emotionally locked off. You'll constantly feel like you're knocking on a door that never opens. And ladies, stop thinking your love will melt his ice. You are not his therapist. You're not his rehab center. If he's emotionally unavailable now, distant, dismissive, guarded, then marriage won't make him more open. It'll just leave you feeling more isolated. And here's what makes it worse. Emotionally unavailable men can be great at performing affection, but not actually living it. They'll give you just enough to keep you hooked, but never enough to feel secure. Don't marry a man who makes you feel like you have to beg for connection. If he can't be emotionally present with you, he's not ready for partnership. He's still protecting himself. And finally, point number 5. The insecure, controlling man. This one's dangerous, and it often starts subtle. At first, it looks like care. I don't like you going out with your friends. Who are you texting? Why are you wearing that? But over time, you realize he's not being protective. He's trying to control you because of his own insecurities. Here's the truth. A secure man empowers your freedom. An insecure man tries to restrict it because he fears losing control. He'll manipulate you with guilt. He'll weaponize his emotions. He'll make you feel like you're the problem whenever he's uncomfortable. And that kind of relationship, it slowly breaks your spirit. You start shrinking yourself to keep the peace. You question your own judgment? That's not love. That's emotional control. And let me say this clearly, a controlling man is not safe to marry. Even if he doesn't get physical, the emotional toll can be just as damaging. My closing advice and takeaway. Look, I'm not saying men can't change. Some do. Some evolve. But they have to want that growth for themselves, not because you begged or pushed them. If you're dating a man who's complacent, irresponsible with money, and selfish, do not marry him. Marriage won't fix it. It'll just make it worse. Marry someone who's already showing up as the man you can respect, grow with, and build a future alongside. Not someone who's waiting for you to do all the emotional heavy lifting. So to wrap this up, marriage is not a makeover. It's not a magic wand. It's a magnifier. The wrong man will drain you emotionally, financially, spiritually, and leave you feeling more alone than if you were single. So be wise. Don't fall for potential. Fall for patterns. Because who he is now is a preview of what your life with him will be. Let me know in the comments which of these 5 traits have you dealt with. Was it complacency, emotional unavailability, controlling behavior? Let's have an honest conversation. And remember, you're not asking for too much. You're asking the wrong man. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next episode on love, dating, and building strong relationships. I would love to hear your stories and insights. Stay tuned for more relationship tips and advice, and as always, keep decoding the secrets of love. Until next time, take care and keep your heart open.